The 4th and the 14th Amendments protect citizens' rights during a stop and frisk.
Evidence obtained while violating the 4th Amendment is inadmissible in court.
The 14th Amendment provides due process.
While coming in contact with a police officer, the order is stop, search, arrest, and interrogation.
Legal guidelines and procedures are in place to protect citizens and law enforcement.
Probable cause is enough of a reason for someone to be detained.
The first step in a police encounter is detainment, and can only be used at the scene.
You cannot be detained in jail unless you are arrested and charged.
The only instance where probable cause is not needed is during a routine license and registration check.
Probable cause is composed of 3 elements. Evidence of unusual activity, the activity must be related to some kind of criminal activity, and there must be something to connect the suspect to criminal activity.
Probable cause allows police officers to detain a suspect even if the officer ends up being wrong.
Offhand descriptions can be used to create probable cause for police officers and lead to many innocent people being stopped because they match the description provided.
Legal reason is created by considering what will match a reasonable person's standards in the same situation.
When a police officer detains you and asks for identification, you are required to comply.
You have to answer the officer's questions to their satisfaction, and they are not required to explain why you've been chosen for questioning.
Remember, anything you say can be used against you in a court of law.
It's recommended to always carry some form of identification at all times.
Lack of identification or refusal to comply with identification or questioning may lead to being taken into custody and to the police station for further questioning.
Field interrogation cards are filled out, and if another crime happens in the area, the suspect may be called back to the station for further questioning.
Frisking is the detection of weapons and is done along the outside of a person's clothes.
Frisks are also called protective searches.
The Uniform Arrest Act allows a frisk during a period of detention in 8 states.
11 states have laws specifically permitting a frisk if the officer has reasonable suspicion.
If police detain you, they may look through your car window, but that does not give them the automatic right to search you or your car.
If narcotics are found during a stop and frisk, then it's admissible in a court as long as the officer can prove that they have reasonable suspicion.
A frisk is not a search for evidence of a crime, but to ensure that a police officer will not be attacked by an armed suspect.
Herbert A.
Oh.
A. Stop. Can I see your identification, please?
I don't have to show you anything. I don't have to prove anything.
Yes, you do, unless you want to go under arrest.
Fine.
Okay, well, I need you to stand against the wall. Put your arms on the wall and legs spread apart. Ma'am, can you please turn around? This is a gun. Why do you have a gun?
I use it for hunting in the area.
I can still use this against
I.
you. Okay, now, please put your hands back on the wall. Ma'am, please turn around. This is meth.
Those aren't mine. I'm holding it for a friend.
We recently discovered a meth lab in the area. Why do you have these drugs?
Holding them for a friend.
Do you use drugs?
Nah.
Where is your friend? Can you please answer me?
I want to.
Okay, ma'am, you have illegal substances, and you're not answering me correctly. So, I'm going to have to take you down to the police station for further questioning.
Fine.
Let's go.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
And if I don't want to?
That's too bad, but you're going to have to. So can I have some identification, please?
Fine.
Alright. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to put your arms out so I can frisk you. Thank you, ma'am. What do we have here? Ma'am, can you remove the object, please? Thank you. Now, what do you use this for?
Hunting.
Sure you do. Now can you put your arms back out so I can continue my search? This is a soft object you've got here. Let me check and see what this is. Man, these are some drugs.
Those are for a friend.
Hopefully I'm that friend, because this stuff is delicious. Now, why do you have this stuff?
For a friend.
Do you use drugs?
No.
Do you like drugs?
I've never had drugs in my life.
Do you sell drugs?
No. No.
Do you know about drugs in the area?
No. Of course not.
Are you telling me the truth, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well you can go, but I'm gonna hold on to this. It's police evidence and whatnot. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you.